2026 is all about AI agents. So what are AI agents? So to understand about it, we need to understand what is monolithic model, and we need to understand compound AI systems. So the current AI agents or the agentic AI systems, they comes into a category of compound AI systems. So now when ChatGPT released or when Gemini released, so now before even ChatGPT released all of that, they come into monolithic model. So what exactly monolithic? So one big unit without any joints, we simply call it as monolithic. Now what exactly meant by a monolithic model? Very simple. If you are asking a question, so now tell me about today's news. So it going to, this is a query. Tell me about today's news or latest news of today. So latest news of today. So now when I'm able to give this prompt, that prompt is fed into the LLM model and you are able to get a response. So but what happens, you may not get an accurate response. If I'm asking about latest news of today, so that you may not get an accurate response. The problem is what? Now these LLM models are trained with the older data. Now if I'm using this model on 2026, the model may have a data up to 2025. If I'm asking it news about, tell me about the news of today, it may be having an information of 2025. So the answer customer is expecting going to be completely wrong. Even the early days used to face this. If you're asking, tell me about the president name, it used to give the older president name details. It's going to give a lot of wrong answers. So we call them as what? Monolithic models. So this LLMs basically contains what? They are developed using NN, neural networks. And now in order to make this neural network, so in order to make these LLMs more powerful, so instead of using monolithic models, so we migrated or we shifted towards compound AI systems. So how exactly these compound AI systems are doing? So instead of just an LLM model, we are connecting this LLM model with various things. So we are connecting LLM models with the tools. We are connecting LLM models with external data or we call retrievers so that it is able to have the latest information possible. So now if you are asking the same question, can you tell me about the latest news of today, for example, or as of today, what exactly this LLM going to do? So now this query is fed to the router and that router is or this LLM model going to call the tool. So what exactly here tool is? The tool going to be web search. It is able to perform a web search in the internet. It is able to fetch all the information or the relevant information it going to be retrieved, and that information is again we can say embedded, all of that process happens, and based on all that information you get the best response out, or we call them as what? Grounded response. So instead of using one LLM model alone, you are connecting this LLM model with the tools, with APIs, with external data, all of that. So in order to make it more accurate to the as of the real time industry, so we call them as what? Compound AI systems. So now the same LLM model, when you are connecting with tools, with APIs, with memories and all of that, we call them as what? Compound AI systems. So the current AI agents, agentic AI, all of this falls into the category of what? Compound AI systems. So now the current chat GPT or the current Gemini or the current Claude, how exactly it is able to give the latest news? Even though it got trained with 2025 data because of the tools, it is able to search in the internet, it is able to query my SQL database, and it is able to fetch me the accurate results. So with the help of compound AI systems. So this is the actual use case happening right now in the industry. And after that, now you got to know what is a compound AI system and what is a monolithic model. Now let's try to understand what is an AI agent and what is agentic AI. What is the difference? The very simple. Now an AI agent going to perform one single activity. So what is that? So now you gave a prompt stating that how many people enrolled in Gen AI course. So I asked the question, how many people enrolled in Gen AI course? So now this is related to BPEC. How many people enrolled in BPEC Gen AI course? Now in order to give a response, so now this data is not available in ChatGPT, or it is not available in Claude, or it is not available in somewhere, take it like your Gemini. So now what exactly you do? You connect this user prompt with your LLM. So you have an LLM, and this LLM is able to perform a tool call. So what is the tool call it is doing? It is performing a tool call to a database. So now it connected to a database. So this LLM agent is able to query this particular prompt. It is able to convert, need to search for the schema, the database schema. It need to understand the structure of the tables or the schema, and based on the schema structure, the LLM need to write a query to fetch this data. So BPEC enrolled Gen AI course. How many people enrolled? It need to fetch that particular information. That information is executed. It is able to give me, hey, 3 people enrolled or 10 people enrolled or 20 people enrolled. It is able to provide a final response. So this is an example of a compound AI system, but it can perform only one particular action. It is able to either it is able to perform only one action. What is that action? It is able to query the database. It is able to execute the commands in a database. It is able to give me the results. So we call it as AI agent. If an agent or if an AI is able to perform only one task, we call it as what? AI agents. Then what is agentic AI? If you are having multiple agents are trying to perform an action, we call it as agentic AI. Now look at it. Now here you got a particular question, user goal, and you have an orchestrator. Orchestrator is also an LLM model. What exactly this doing? If a user is asking a question, can you book me the flight tickets at a cheaper cost? So now the orchestrator is planning, how can I book a flight tickets? So now in order to get a cheaper cost, it is drilling it down into multiple divisions. So it is allocating that to multiple agents. So you got an agent one called researcher, that is also an LLM, and it is able to allocate. After researching, you need to perform writing, that is also an LLM. Then you want to review, that is also an LLM. So now, and all of these agents are having a shared memory and the tools, and based on all of this synchronization or the harmony, the task is achieved or the goal is achieved. So we call them as agentic AI. So now if an agent is designed only for a single task or for a single output or for a single action, we call it as AI agents. And if it is designed to have a more broader autonomy, so now this have a limited autonomy for one task and this has a broader autonomy. So now it is able to plan, it is able to perform actions with various sub-agents, it is able to use various tools or memory, vector database and all of that, and it is able to achieve a particular task, and the task is again reviewed, and based on the review again it is replanning. So until the goal is achieved, it is iterating through this loop. So that process is called as I said, agentic AI, and you are able to see this term. So what are tools here? So tools is so here tools are nothing but the Python functions in order to perform activity. Now I want to have a tool action in order to search the internet. I need to have a tool in order to make a payment. I need to have a tool in order to move backwards of a web page. I need to have a tool to click on a particular button on a website. So now these are all walls tools. So now without a tool, agents cannot perform actions. So when you are able to club it with multiple LLM models or multiple agents are doing an action, we call them as agentic AI, and this is called as AI agent. So now if you are trying to work at a real-time level, you have both. You have AI agents, so which going to perform one task, one workflow automation. They are reactive. So what is reactive? When you are asking a question, they are able to complete it. So they are reactive and they are prompt driven. So now, and the next one is this multi agents are also, they can be reactive as well as they can be proactive. So now based on a particular decision or based on a particular trigger, it is able to perform or it going to run the particular agent. So that is the difference between AI agents and agentic AI. Now currently the companies are building agentic AI because they want to handle more complex workflows. In order to automate more complex workflows, we want to use agentic AI. If it is a single driven task, AI agents. I hope you got a clear understanding about what is AI agents and agentic AI.